podcast. I'm your host, Alexa, and I have...
Vizai, hey y'all.
So today we have a very special guest.
Yes.
I'll let Zai introduce.
Yes, so we have Shadzilla. He is the ultimate real estate guy. He has done a lot of different real estate projects, and he used to play basketball for the ones who's interested in sports. So let's kind of get into it, if you don't mind, kind of telling everybody about a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Well, like she said, my name is Shadzilla. I'm a retired professional basketball player, played 8 years. Retired in 2015. When I retired, I got right into real estate. Was turning down a lot of coaching jobs. You know, a lot of people wanted me to come coach, but I had a different plan. I wanted to build generational wealth and, just do something different. I always knew I could fall back on coaching, but I went all in on real estate and it worked out for me.
That's perfect.
So for the people that don't know too much about real estate, what are the different avenues in real estate that you can participate in?
Man, I get that question a lot. People ask me, hey, I want to get into real estate. My thing to them is, well, what have you researched? Like, I mean, we got to zero in on what you can do, because being in real estate could be an electrician. It could be a roofer. It could be a carpenter. It could be a general contractor. It's not just flipping, wholesaling, building, and developing. So, or you could be a realtor or a broker, Right. So you really got to break that down. And what I tell people every time they come to me with that question is, go to YouTube, look up everything that I just listed, figure out what you resonate most with, and go all in on that.
Exactly, because there's so much you can do.
Yeah, it's too many moving parts. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to get into real estate. Okay, you want to be a closing attorney?
Yeah,
you want to be a title company?
Closing attorney.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so much. Like, every time I do a deal, it's about 15 people to get paid off that deal.
Yeah.
So you really got to go down the line and see what you're going to do and what you're going to stick with. A lot of people, they get into real estate and they don't stick. Maybe because they didn't do enough due diligence in the beginning, to figure out what they really like. Yeah. It's more than just what you see on Instagram and Facebook and everybody flashing these checks. And naturally you want to do that, but you may be great at something else. Those people get checks too, but closing attorneys ain't flashing checks.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody getting paid. So you really got to figure out what you gonna do and what you gonna go all in on.
Exactly.
That's dope. That's really dope. So if you don't mind telling us a little bit about your project that you have going on with the tiny houses in College Park.
Yeah, so South Park Cottages, man, we're doing 29 tiny homes.
Yes.
It's a $6 million project. We sold out in 50 days. So
Congratulations.
That was big.
Huge.
That's huge.
We sold out before we even stuck a shovel in the ground. So it's good to have that money in the bank now. It's all the hard work is done now. All we got to do is perform. So we built 29 tiny homes. Now I'm getting calls from Texas. I'm getting calls from South Carolina. Everybody want me to come bring this project to the area. So my hands has been real full lately.
That is super dope.
But the impact with that project is amazing, bro.
Yeah.
You're setting the standard for others.
I appreciate that.
So we really congratulate you.
Yeah, that's amazing.
One thing, no one's probably asked you this. Maybe they have. I'm not sure. But what were the challenges with that project? Were there any challenges?
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of challenges. But for me, I'm a problem solver. So it don't get to me more like it would get to someone else. Like, any roadblock I face is not a roadblock to me. I always just reverse engineer, how can I make this work? So some of the roadblocks for South Park it's such a new product. Like, the city code was written 50 years ago. Tiny homes weren't around then. So tiny homes is not in the code. So basically I had to go in and convince them to change the code, which I did. And now they gave us a special zoning, condominium zoning. And we got through that. But that was one of the main things a lot of people didn't believe in the beginning. Another hurdle that we had in the beginning was our financing team pulled out the day before closing.
Okay.
So we had to go raise. So they pulled out on us the day before closing. We had to go back. We bought the property from a wholesaler.
Wait, the day before closing?
The day before closing.
Sucks.
They talked themselves out of some money. That's what I say.
What?
They talked themselves out of some money. So, we had to go back to the wholesaler. We bought it from a wholesaler. Had to pull teeth to get 6 extra days. Had to put down double the earnest money to get 6 days. And then, we ended up raising $250,000 in 6 days.
Yo.
How did y'all do that?
Call the plug.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
So it's really who you know.
Yeah. And to piggyback off what you just said, your network is so important in this game.
Yes.
No matter what business you're in, especially real estate, your network is so important, man. I'm talking about, like, for me to be able to just make a call and, we're good. That was from years and years and years of networking. Not with that particular person, but just it's cumulative, like everything overall. You know what I'm saying? Just having that Rolodex to be able to tap in, networking is one of the most underappreciated parts of the game.
So networking is fire because we all have to
preach
do
that,
it.
yeah.
Preach that.
Yeah.
And we go to a lot of events sometimes. And like I think for me, it's like filling up my social juice because sometimes I like to be alone. That's just how I am. I love being alone.
Yeah.
I have no problem being in my own company. But for some people that are like shy, what would you tell them? Like some advice so that they can actually go out and stop being scared and go talk to people.
I mean, you preaching to the choir, right? Because I was that person, that same person you just described. That was me.
Ain't no way.
I know, right?
on everything. But look, this the thing, right? When I first got in the game, I didn't know what I know now. So of course I didn't want to talk real estate because you was gonna out talk me, and I didn't know what I was talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
But the more confident I got in what I was talking about, the more I was talking. So it's crazy because like the first networking event I went to, I drove to Orlando by myself to this. It was a shopping center conference, and I'm fresh. I'm a realtor. I hadn't even sold one house yet, and I'm going to a shopping center conference. So I've always been ambitious, but like I only talked to one person that whole time there, and I felt like I wasted my money. So from that point, I was like, man, it's on me to get my money's worth out these conferences.
Yo, that's amazing.
Yeah, so now, now when I walk into a conference, I walk in like I own the motherfucker. You know what I'm
And you have to.
Yeah.
Does that play
Confidence.
Does your appearance play a big part in this type of thing?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It does, but it works in different people looking for different things. People come up to me because they want to talk sports and all that, and that's cool. That was a great icebreaker for me. It may be different for you. It may be different from you.
We need to find an icebreaker.
You know what I'm saying? Like y'all, I think y'all being together. I think I would come up to y'all. If I was at a conference. Because 9 times out of 10, we peppered in there, you know what I'm saying? So we got to stick together.
Exactly.
But yeah, man. So what was the question again?
So how do people
appearance.
get through?
The shyness.
The shyness and that do their appearance matter a lot?
Yeah. So to get through the shyness, man, it's just like sports, like taking that last shot, having that confidence because you don't put up 1,000 shots when nobody was looking.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing, like. Your confidence comes from knowing you put in the work. You know what I'm saying? So that's why now when I go into a conference, I'm not nervous or shy. At this point, people coming up to me, but I done been on the other side of it, not knowing. So I know that timidness, but just go hard. Just go hard on your knowledge, and you won't be scared to have a conversation.
That's dope. So a question that I have is, how did you feel, or what was the challenges going from being this superstar to retiring and having to figure out your next move?
Yeah,
that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a great one, man. Because my first 2 years, I was so frustrated because I spent the first 2 years. I feel like I wasted 2 years, not wasted, but I should have been doing something else. I felt like I should have been accelerating more because I spent my first 2 years as a realtor and learning the realtor game, but I knew deep down that's not what I wanted to do. That was my end goal. It helped me in a way to where I still was getting my base knowledge of real estate, but I felt like I was 2 years behind the 8 ball on my investing career because I didn't start investing until year 3. You know, if I would have came in day one investing, I would be 2 years ahead of where I am now.
Why did you do both though?
I didn't have the guidance. Like when I retired from basketball, I went into a real estate brokerage. No one in there was really investing.
Gotcha.
And if they were doing it on their own. It wasn't nothing that was teaching us. They was teaching us how to go out and make sales so they can get paid.
Right.
I feel like that's a little backwards though. Because if you're an agent, you're selling houses, shouldn't you be investing as well?
You would
Exactly.
think.
And that's,
You're finding the deals for these investors.
exactly. And that's what I teach. And that's what I tell people. I be like, you know, go from running comps for other people to underwriting deals for yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same thing. It's just a mindset shift. You know what I'm saying? You should, and that's exactly what I did on my first my first flip. It was a listing, and I told myself, I was like, you know, I'm gonna do this deal. So I wrote the offer. You know, and that was the beginning of, you know, my investing career.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Are you looking for young agents?
Oh yeah. I'm always looking for some young killers.
We got some people that's interested. So.
I like, you know, because I already told you, like, I like the way you follow up, you persistent. Like that's what it's gonna take in this business. Like that's why anytime you call, like I'll be like, yeah, it's cool, let's do it, because I see the fight, I see the vision. You know what I'm saying? So
that's dope. Thank you. All right.
So what is some advice that you would give to people that are interested in the development side of real estate?
If you're interested in the development side, I mean, go all in on your education. I read this book called The People's Principles. I read it 3 times, and I'm reading it right now for the 4th time. Every time,
Principles. Okay.
yeah, by Don Peoples. He's a $1 billion black real estate developer out of DC and Miami. So I read that book 3 times. Each time I read it, I got something different out of it. The first time I read it, I learned about deal structure, how to structure deals. The second time I read it, I realized that he was heavily into politics. The third time I read it, I realized I need to be in politics. So, you know, and it's crazy because I'm very big on acting on what I read, acting on what I research. So, you know, just a couple of days ago, I was at a fundraiser event for the mayor. I was at his inauguration. I had a meeting with the mayor of Chattanooga, the mayor of College Park. Like now, I'm getting heavily involved in the politics just by taking action on what I read. And I've expanded my network even more into the political realm. So the thing about development is, it's political. You got to get past the councilman, the city councilman, to get your projects approved. So that's what I would tell y'all in the beginning. Like, first, read the People's Principles. Do all the due diligence and research on development to see what it's about, and you know, just go all in on it.
How do you feel about shadowing developers? Because I know y'all are really busy. So are y'all able to have people shadow y'all?
Yeah. So once we get active on the site, we will have tours, we'll have ride-alongs, things like that, because that's a part of me that won't change. I love giving back. I want to help the next person up. I want to do what I would have wanted coming in. You know what I'm saying? Dope. Like, if you want to be a realtor, that's fine. Let's put you on a realtor path. If you want to be a developer, that's great. Let's put you on a developer path. I don't want nobody to be feeling like they wasting time. Yeah.
That's super dope. Go ahead.
This is really good, but one thing I'm noticing is, like, you always said, based on the book too, you applied a lot of the knowledge and things like that, but how did you know real estate was for you? Like, how did you know you had the skills to become a developer?
Yeah.
Because from hoping to real estate, because everybody says, like, I want to have, I want to be in real estate, I want to build generational wealth, but what's your edge, pretty much?
I think my edge is my mindset. You know, I feel like if I put my mind to it, I'm going to do it. Just like sports.
Yeah.
Like, if I saw you on the schedule, let's say we was playing each other. If I saw you on the schedule and I say, I'm finna dominate this person today. And, like, I'm very big on, just mindset. I'm not here to compete. I'm here to dominate.
Exactly.
So that's how I knew I could get to the top, because if I read it and I apply it, it's only a matter of time before I do it. You know what I'm saying? So I try to approach everything from a common sense level. You know, like I said, I'm studying Don Peoples. I'm studying all the developers. I even read your boy Donald Trump's book just recently.
Yeah.
You got to.
Yeah, because he's a real estate developer.
Yeah.
Like, I'm in here to snipe the moves.
Yeah.
I'm not here for the person.
Exactly.
I'm here to, I call it sniping. Like, when I'm researching and stuff, I'm looking for one thing I can pull out of what I'm researching and use it in my business.
And that's major, one thing, because all you need is one thing.
All you need is one thing. You know what I'm saying? And if you take one thing and apply it, and then you take another thing from somebody else and apply it, it's only a matter of time for you get to where you're going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's dope. So I know you named a couple people that you are researching or, you know, learning about, but are there any more people that you look up to?
Elon Musk.
Yes.
I'm reading his book right now. What I do is I actually study all the billionaires. And if I'm studying all the billionaires, it's only a matter of time before I get to 50 million.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's only a matter of time before I get to 100 million.
Yeah.
You know, I'm doing different things, you know, outside of the norm of what my peers are doing or, you know, have been doing. You know what I'm saying? So I do a lot of research and I study winners.
Yeah.
You know, and I take what they've done to win.
That's just like watching film, though.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
That's
just
exactly
like
what it
watching
is.
film,
That's
though.
exactly what it is. 100%. You know, I just did a radio show about 2 Saturdays ago, and you know, my mentor was interviewing me on the radio, and like I said, I met with the mayor back in Chattanooga about 3 months ago, and he brought up a point that I didn't even grasp. It was just natural to me. He brought up the fact that I knew more about the mayor. I was telling the mayor stuff about himself. It's because I did film on the mayor before I met with him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why you can't come, like, we playing ball, you can't come into the gym and just think, you know, you're gonna stop me without watching film. I'm already up 10 points on you before you figure it out. So it's like the same. I try to find out what I can transfer from my athletic career and use it in business.
What are some of the things that you can transfer?
Watching film. The tenacity, you know, those type of intangible things, you know what I'm saying? The mindset, the tenacity, just not giving up, you know, just if just like I said, having a problem, having an issue, like you down 14 in the fourth quarter, like you gonna fold up and get beat by 20, or you gonna chip away and get this thing cut to 5 with 3 minutes left. Now it's a different ball game.
Exactly.
So that's the type of stuff you can carry on in the business, like giving up on deals. I used to tell my agents all the time, y'all giving up on deals too easily. Like just because they not ready now, don't mean they won't be ready in 2-3 weeks, 2-3 months.
Exactly.
And you got to help get them there. You got to nurture them to the line. So, you know, those are the type of things that, you know, I use from sports and translate over into business.
That's fine.
That's dope.
Because you can't buy a mindset.
Yeah, you can't.
So for people our age or a little bit older, that's like, bro, like, I don't got my life figured out. I don't know what to do. I'm just stuck. Can you give them a little bit of advice?
Because you say you wasted 2 years.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say in my dominate the world mindset.
The way you look at it. That makes sense.
Yeah, but if you want to find some silver lining, I learned my base knowledge.
You your hardest critic.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
If somebody's your age, don't know what to do, I would tell them to go intern somewhere. Go intern and get hands-on experience, hands-on knowledge, and eventually work your way up into a paid position. And, you know, I was having this debate the other day with somebody talking about college. I'm big on internships. There's nothing wrong with going to college, especially if you go for free.
I was just about to ask that too. Crazy.
Now, if you paying, I don't think it's a good deal.
Okay, why is that?
Well, I underwrite deals all day, and we can really break out some. Give me a pencil and pad. We can break out some numbers. If you paying for it, it's a horrible ROI. And I know we on the college campus, and I'm saying that.
No, it's okay. But these are people that are listening. They want to know, like, am I making the right time? Like the right choice?
Because this is the thing. A lot of people are pushed to go to college from their parents.
Exactly.
But a lot of times, the parents only telling you what they know. They don't know entrepreneurship if they're not an entrepreneur. So they just gonna keep pushing you down the rabbit hole that they know. They mean well, but it's a different ball game out here. Like let's take Zai and let's take you, right? And let's say you interned for me for a summer, and you graduated from Georgia State with honors, and you got all the decorations, you dean's list, everything. I'm taking the person with the experience off top.
Yeah.
Because the degree, can you do the job?
It doesn't mean that.
Exactly. Can you do the job? That's all I want to know.
I agree.
And I know you can hit the ground running.
Yeah.
Because you did a summer with me. You know the systems. You know the flow.
Yeah.
Boom, boom,
Boom, boom, boom.
So really, it's all experience. And if you
It's
here,
all experience.
use the resources to get the experience.
Exactly. And I wouldn't pay you no more than I would pay her just because you got a degree and she don't.
Exactly.
It's about what value do you add
bring
to the team.
So grades really don't matter.
No, I don't think so.
In life, the grade is credit.
And your money
And
statements.
your P&L statements. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a different ball. I wish I had somebody telling me this. I always felt like this because my mom, she had 2 master's degrees and we stayed in the projects.
Wow.
So I'm so I could talk about this all day.
Yeah.
No, I understand.
Because it felt like, damn, she did everything right. Like why we messed up
She
out
did
here?
everything right.
You know what I'm saying?
And more, because she has 2 master's degrees.
Exactly, but that's the thing. So let's take back in 2011. Let's take. I don't want to say no names. I don't want to. It's a girl I know, right? It's a girl I knew back in the day, right?
Let's say that.
She went to school. She got these degrees, $200,000 in student loan debt, right? But you work in a job. You work in an entry level job that doesn't require a degree. So Joe Schmo with his GED really bring home more to you because you got to pay $1,000 to student loans every month.
Jesus.
Now, if that don't hurt, if that's a real life example. I'm starting life with $200,000 in debt, so I'm $200,000 in the hole. Negative. Joe Schmo with his GED working in the cubicle next to me, really living way better than me.
Yep.
Because he might be just at 0, but you're breaking even.
Yeah, and then you gotta pay.
Negative.
So you
gotta pay them back.
Yeah, you negative 200 and 1,000 out your check every month.
Whew. 1,000 can add up to some people who ain't really got it.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
And on top of that is interest. So your 1,000, only about 150 going to principal.
Going to principal.
So you really on a debt treadmill.
Wow.
And I'll say this for y'all listen to this, for y'all to think I'm anti-school. Look, I don't got a dog in the fight. I went to school for free, and I still feel like they owe me. You know what I'm saying? Because as athletes, we weren't getting paid. Like we was messed up.
Now they are.
Well now they are. You know what I'm saying?
But it's still nothing crazy.
They get paid out of our money.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's fair enough.
Yeah, it ain't. Because they still get away with it. It's like, we'll throw you some, just shut up.
Yeah.
Just be quiet. We'll throw you some.
Literally.
Yeah.
And you paying for all the school's
crazy
stuff.
Yeah.
Through sponsorships, all these different things.
But yeah, for y'all watching this, man, look at me like big bro. I'm not trying to, I'm here to help.
Yeah.
No, but
and I honestly feel like if you paying for it, I told my daughter this. So, of course, I'm going to tell y'all this. I mean this. I told my daughter this. If you go, you better go for free. And then at the same time, if you go, you need to be going to something that's really, you got to make sure that job's still going to exist in 4 years.
Exactly.
Man, it's stuff changing at such a rapid pace right now.
Yep.
Like, you remember when we went cashless during the pandemic? Mm-hmm. That was a test.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, we got new currencies. Like, the world different.
Yeah.
NFTs, cryptocurrency. Like, the world is different. And if you think you're going to go and do what they was doing 40 years ago, like,
it ain't going to work.
It ain't going to work.
We have computers doing everything.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like having a podcast is, like, a great job that you don't even have to, I know people making $1 million off podcasts.
They monetize it, yeah.
Like you.
Yeah, that I know personally. You know what I'm saying? And look, for y'all, it's like y'all having a mastermind every week.
Mm-hmm.
Every
you
day.
You're getting paid to have a mastermind. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there's so many ways you can get paid off this podcast. You can get paid off YouTube, Spotify, and go on down the line.
Yeah.
So the world is different. They didn't have these options back then. I think when I came out of school, that's when things started changing. Where the degree, it really wasn't.
It's almost obsolete at this point.
It is, but they don't want you to know that because they making so much money off this shit.
Exactly.
So much money.
That's why we say you have to read these books. These multimillionaires not going to tell you verbally. If you're
Elon
not
Musk
reading
said
these
it.
books.
If y'all don't believe me, Elon Musk said the same thing.
Elon, if you don't believe him, I don't know what to tell you.
Exactly.
He said that how he hires too. He don't hire based off, your degree. He hiring off, can you do the job? Do we have the same principles?
And you can get internships not being in college.
Oh yeah, for
You
sure.
can definitely do that.
If you network the right way, like I was telling Alexa, I'm here for free. If I went here for free, I would not be here. I would be literally working in real estate, or still am, but I would literally be working my butt off because school.
Yeah, it's people will try to make you feel like a certain type of way by saying that, but people can only guide you from the level that they've reached.
Exactly.
From their understanding.
Yeah, so I'm telling you from my experience, and from day one I saw that, damn, this ain't really adding up. Like, we supposed to be in the hills. You know what I'm saying? Based on the hardware that's on the wall,
What you think, the
you know what I'm
American
saying?
dream, yeah.
So it's like,
Dream.
so I never pushed college on my daughters. But what I did tell them, if they decide to go, that they better go for free because I ain't paying.
Yes.
So you don't have a college fund for them?
No, I got a business fund.
A business fund.
I got some money if you can start a business.
Yes,
I
I love it.
See, that's the thing with me. Like, I'm so straightforward. I'm not gonna promote something just because society.
Yeah.
Like, if I ain't with it, I ain't with it.
Yeah.
Like, if I tell you it's a bad investment, I don't do bad investments.
Yeah.
Like, if I tell you it's a bad investment, like, nah. If you want to go, you better
figure it out.
Get the grades enough to go for free. Now, I support you while you're there. But as far as tuition and all that, nah, you can come work at the company.
Yeah,
we got a spot for you here. We can get you paid. But if you want to go follow your friends and all that, and that's what it is, really.
You think so?
I know so.
Friends?
I know so. Because the guidance count, everybody's pushing that. So that's the norm.
You never hear, let's have a class in high school about entrepreneurship. Wow.
That was not.
They teaching you how to work for somebody.
All the teachers I know, personally, and when I went to school, that wasn't their first choice. That was something they really felt. Only a small portion. A small portion of people have a passion for teaching. But even with that, like, if I want to teach, I can go
learn a skill.
No, I could just go on Kajabi or Teachable.com and teach, and
drop a course.
Yeah, I can just drop a course. Like, it's different now. You can connect to too much information right now. Like, let's take a business. Let's say if you're going to school for business. So you mean to tell me you going to class to learn business from a guy who's not running a business?
Who's not in business?
Like, let's break that down. Like,
it don't make sense.
Do that really make sense?
No.
We have a lot of business majors, and I just be confused. I'd be a little confused.
I honestly believe.
And in the business classes too, because we take some too, because we are under the School of Business. But we're CIS majors, but
computer information systems.
Yeah, but they do actually teach you how to be an employee. Still within the business class.
And she had an argument with her professor.
What was the argument about? Let's go.
Y'all want to hear my argument?
Yeah.
Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so this class is BUSA, right? I'm not going to say no names.
Well, say what BUSA is.
BUSA is business value in you. They pretty much teach us how to be business women and men. They teach us the principal values of business, the intro to business, whatever you want to call it. So our last assignment for the class, this was last semester, she has to do a personal budget. And this is my bag. I could do a budget all day.
Yeah.
Mind you, personal budget, right? She sends an Excel sheet. It has a format already with all of the expenses that we will be making after we graduate from college. So she says choose a job, which I'm already like, why do I have to choose a job? But she said go on Glassdoor, entry-level job, whatever. Take that income and manage your money. So I'm like, all right, cool. I finished. I'm going to work for Tesla. Who else? If it ain't Elon Musk, who else?
Yeah.
So I took it, whatever. At the bottom, it was talking about wardrobe. And my budget was $6,000 a year if I were making $100,000 a year. And my life insurance policy also had a budget on there. So I got a B on the assignment. And I emailed her because everyone else had an A and I got a B. If it's a personal budget, I should have an A+.
Yeah.
Because it's my opinion.
Right.
So I emailed her. I'm like, why did I get this grade? Blase. She told me my wardrobe was excessive. The budget was excessive. And then she said, there's no reason to have life insurance if you have no dependents.
And that's who y'all taking business classes from, man.
Exactly.
This don't make no sense.
Exactly. So I'm gonna talk.
So your parents gotta bury you for out of their own pocket?
That's what I'm saying. And I'm gonna talk because I said no, I can't let this one slide. So I told her my wardrobe, that is the first thing somebody sees after my face. Mm-hmm. If I want to present myself in a manner that I want people to respect me and do business with me, I have to invest in my wardrobe. Respectfully. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, past that. So then we talk about the life insurance. I said, I'm 18 years old and I have my own. My parents did not do this for me. I went out and I got my own life insurance policy. The reason being is when I'm 20-something, I can pull out of it and make an investment. And at that point, I'm my own bank. I don't have to go to Wells Fargo or Chase and get a high interest rate on a loan. I could go to my life insurance and pull it out if I wanted to. Mm-hmm. With no penalties at a certain age.
Right.
So she was telling me she read The Millionaire Next Door. And that's a whole different mindset of saving. And then when I'm like 50-something, whatever, now that I've lived in so little, I can now be a millionaire.
So she read The Millionaire Next Door, right?
Yeah.
And she's gonna bottle your whole life into this one book that she read.
Exactly.
What if that's not what you resonate with? Like,
exactly.
what if you're not a Dave Ramsey person?
I'm not a Dave Ramsey.
You're a Grant Cardone person.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like don't see that's what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
Like with the school system, man, they like it's like my way or no way.
My way or no way.
Think like me or you're wrong. Think like me or you're gonna get a B.
That's it. That's what it is. That's what it is.
That's not how it works out here.
That's not what it is.
Like when I hire people to come work with me, I tell them off top, forget everything you ever learned. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here to work with you. I want you to bring ideas to me.
Yeah.
I want you to think.
Yeah.
I know you've been told all your life not to think. I know. Trust me. Unlearn all that. I want you to think. I want you to bring me ideas. I don't want to keep you in a box.
Exactly.
And it's crazy, man.
Exactly.
Like, one book that she read.
One book.
Now she teaching business. Man.
And the thing is, because of that, I changed my whole. I knew. I was like, yep, I'm already knowing. They don't know anything, so I'm not listening to anything they have to say.
You're right.
Well, thank you guys. This was a great episode. We had the best talk about everything development. So make sure you guys like and follow this video. Make sure you watch our Mondays every first Monday of the month. And we'll see you guys later. Bye.